Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io, but if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $5 a month or $54 a year. I think you get that right. So, on the last Let's Play, we were at, it wasn't a strip club, I think it was more like Twin Peaks or Hooters, but for guys. And, well, guys who are hungry for other guys. So, basically the opposite of it, anyways. And Eric was working there, who was flirting with the polar bear guy. And also the polar bear guy was like, he thinks I'm cute. I'll ask if he wants to date. Eric didn't want to date, but he was like, hey, if you want to do something sometime, a woo, if you know what I mean, then you can get here's my number. Also, let's see, was there anything else? No, that was pretty much it. Sorry, I had to stall a little bit to look it up because I completely forgot. Oh, so I know I talk about this all the time with this game, but I found another thing right here. Oh, maybe not here, but in the main menu, you can do chapter select, and it has the things, but it also does a little sign of color change where it's like, here is what's done, so I can be like, okay, this is how much time I got left. Though, I guess some days could be, more packed filled than others. So time change, how much time I would have is probably differential. But it does help when it comes to planning things. So enough of me strabbling on, let's just set my face, and start. The morning began with demand for breakfast burgers, a task which both Diego and I collaborated on in order to fulfill. This morning's breakfast burgers were a little more elaborate than normal, with Diego having purchased brioche buns and Swiss cheese in order to give our meals an upgrade. In addition, the morning's ingredients contained a sausage patty, an egg, streaky bacon, and hash browns topped with smoky barbecue sauce. What is streaky bacon? Are like the people that make this game Canadian? Because there's Canadian bacon, which is basically just ham, I guess. So streaky bacon, just American bacon? Anyways, to say they were full to bursting was something of an understatement. Neither of us had managed to reach the couch before our towers of toppings had collapsed, spilling their contents all over our plates. Also, sometimes I like a full breakfast. That just sounds like you're begging to go back to sleep. Ah, crap. Might have overdone them a bit. Gee, you really think so? I know. You said this was gonna happen. But you do remember what I said, or slash said. Then they're going to be the most delicious breakfast burgers we've ever had. Or ever had? Right. And once we prove it, we can sell the recipe to Ty. We'll make millions. Somehow, I don't think that's gonna happen. This isn't gonna be a flaming Moe's, if you know what I mean. That's a reference to an old Simpsons episode. Yeah, probably not. Our culinary excellence will have to remain our secret then. Anyway, what are you waiting for? Take a bite. I began reassembling my collapsed burger with my hands, resulting in barbecue sauce coating the fur atop my fingers. Diego had prepared for this possibility. Had to be a napkin to wipe them clean. Sorry, it's late at night and I had lots of Chinese. I picked up my burger. Now, someone's resembling a burger once again, carefully with both hands, and took my first bite. Some contents spilled out the back of onto my plate. Despite the total mess, Diego was right. This was delicious. Well, this is one tasty mess, Or a hot mess. What is a hot mess? What'd I tell you? Diego picked up a sloppy, reassembled boige and took a bite. Foolishly, he didn't put the plate on his lap as I had. Fillings filled directly onto his crotch. Also, hey, here, guys, why don't you get, like, long toothpicks? Or if you have those things, fucking whatchamacalls them? You know, the things that you put, like, steak and, like, onion and pepper. You know what I'm talking about. You cook it on a barbecue. Need some help? I can lick it up if you like. No, wait, dude. These fillings are mine. Returning his boige to his plate, Diego then reached down and picked up the displaced fillings, popping each into his mouth with a hearty grin. Real classy. So, what time has Ty got you starting today? In an hour or so. He only needs me for a few hours today, so I won't be gone too long. Gives me a few hours to prepare myself for tomorrow. Yeah, sorry. Read your backyard. It's always at night. I'm looking forward to it, like a hole in my head. I can't even begin to imagine. Although, I'm sure you'd enjoy giving him a few smacks after everything's put you through. I would, but it's him smacking me that I'm worried about. Losing to him would suck big time. Who say you will? You've done pretty well so far. You've made it to the finals after all. That's gotta be saying something. I think I've gotten awful lucky. I don't think I'm as good as being in the finals would suggest. What are you talking about? Well, Russell's in the heats. No offense to him, but it was the heats. He wasn't all that tough. Okay, he's the shark guy, right? Russell in the heats. I only beat Jay by taking a beating and having him exhaust himself. It's hard to feel as though I won fair and square, though I technically did. Okay, that's using your brain. You know, fair and square might be the polar bear guy, but Jay, you did that. And Logan, come on, we both know I should have been out of the tournament there. He was 10 times the fighter I was. I just got lucky. Somehow, I don't feel I've won a fair fight yet. Okay, what was the one with Logan, I think? Or Russell? You saying it wasn't a fair fight because he was easy? The rules are, it's not how you win, it's that you win. And you won. With tricks and luck, not raw strength. Seriously, dude. And what? Do you somehow think that invalidates your victories? It isn't all about brawn, Diego. If you can outsmart your opponent and win that way, you've still won fair and square. I know you're right, but I don't know. I don't feel like I've earned anything. I know you're just going to say that's wrong, but I can't help but feel that way. You're being way too hard on yourself. Think about the guys you've beaten. If they didn't think you've earned it, why would all three of them become your friend? Yeah, even Logan just sort of brushed his loss off, even though it was totally unfair to him. I hate to say that, I wouldn't have taken it so gracefully in his shoes. Why do you think of it? No, wait, why not think of it this way? Kyrix will be your opportunity to earn that victory. You know that he's tough. You're going to have to give him everything you got if you want to win. And that doesn't mean just physically, mentally as well. If you focus too much on your definition of fine and fair, you take advantage of that, and you'll lose. You've gone a long way with those smarts. Don't you dare hold them back in the most important fight of the tournament. Thanks, Adrian. I know you're right. And I know Kyrix isn't going to give me that either. I can't keep second-guessing myself, and I can't hesitate when the time comes. I guess those victories have been weighing down my conscience a bit. I know I'm not as strong as I used to be, So I guess I've been getting creative instead. I don't like fighting like that. It feels wrong to me. But you're right, it's a problem with my perspective, and one Carrick's could use against me. Everyone has your back, Diego. Your friends, your former opponents, me. We're all rooting for you. We know you can do this. I'm lucky to have so much support. It's still a little strange to me that everybody I've beaten so far has been cool with it. All my opponents have been such good people. I mean, so far, that's about to change. So far, that's about to change? I mean, so far, that's... whatever. I still don't want to fight him. I don't even want to see him. But it's like I said, he ruined almost a year of my life. He's not getting one single day more. Perhaps beating him will be the closure you need? Maybe. It's not like I need it, though. That shit is all in the past now. Ty seems to disagree. Ty can think what he likes. It doesn't make him right. I know Kyrix better than he does, and I know Kyrix isn't the type to give a shit about closure. As for me, I just want it buried and forgotten. I think everyone is better off that way. I'm sick of being hurt over it. Sick of the whole morning glut. Once this fight is over and done with, I'm free to move on. Forget about all of it. I respect that, but anyway, I honestly don't have an opinion. Carrick seems different, but it's like you said, they could just be part of a plan. Who knows what that asshole's up to? I'll support whatever decision you make. It's not for me to decide, or Ty for that matter. I appreciate that. And again, I'm sorry that you got dragged into all this. I took a final bite of my now decimated breakfast burger before wiping my face with a napkin and checking the time on my phone. It was time to go. Sorry to cut this short. Duty calls. I know how it is. If anything happens today with Ty, let me know, yeah? I promise. You know I'm done with secrets. Thanks. Have a good shift. I'll be here when you get back. See you then, puppy. I stand up and brush crumbs from my shirt before grabbing my belongings and leaving the house en route to Ty's bar. Sorry, they don't say puppy, but like, it just kind of rubbed off on me from my friends, because like, we're furries. Sometimes they call each other puppy. Also, I think saying the word puppy is kind of funny. I need to check my face. And continue. And oh man, I think my nose is getting all, or sinus is getting all hecked with all this talking. My brain's like, all this vibrating is so good. Because, talking for hours is just kind of, like, constantly for hours. My arrival at the bar was the spitting image of so many other days. I threw my belongings beneath the counter and approached Russell, who was sat behind the register awaiting customers. Sup, dude? How's that hanging, man? Oh, same shit, different day. Same shift, I mean shit. Oh, tell me about it. Such is life, my dude. At least we're getting paychecks, right? Too true. Where'd you guys end up going last night? An adult club. Whoa, sounds like I missed out. Who'd have thought that dragon was such a hornball? I guess I could kind of see it coming. He's a total flirt at the cafe, too. Cafe? Yeah, some new place that opened up a few blocks away. Serves pretty amazing food. He's a waiter there. Good at his job, but rather intense. Fighters come from in all shapes and sizes, I guess. How's the training for Diego's final match coming on? I assume he's training, right, dude? I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. Probably needs to get his head in the right space for the match to come. Right. He's fighting his ex, huh? It's kind of funny that I'm reading his thing. I'm going, like, I need to, like, talk like this. Like, because he did talk like this periodically. Yep. He's gonna go through with it? That seems to be the case. He doesn't want to get back down. Man, you gotta applaud that dedication. It's totally hardcore, man. Now, that might not be the way he would talk, but still, it just kind of rubbed off. Ooh. I think he's gonna rough him up. I think he's gonna rough him up a bit, that's for sure. Ty's close the bar that day tomorrow, so we'll both be there cheering him on. I reckon it's gonna be real exciting. Oh, speaking of which, where's Ty? In the kitchen? Oh, that's right. You're on kitchen. I'm pulling double duties and making the drinks. Huh? Ty's not here? He's here. He's just busy. Some guy came in earlier, went to talk with him. Seemed kind of important. Some guy. Wasn't a raven, was it? No, some lizard guy. He's been around a lot recently. Come to think of it, I'm sure I've seen him somewhere else before. That's right. He was the guy you were sitting with yesterday at the tournament. What? Fuck. I looked around the room in attempt to confirm Kyrix's presence. At first I saw nothing, but then the sight of a stripy tail poking out from behind the corner caught my eye. Walking sideways to get a better look, Kyrix soon came into view, sitting opposite Ty in a distant table. He looked tired and defeated. Who is that guy? That's Diego's ex. Oh, sorry dude, I didn't know. What are you even apologizing for? It's fine. I don't suppose you ever heard anything, have you? Sorry, I wasn't listening. Didn't know it was important, dude. So, hold on. What's going on here? Why is Ty talking to Diego's ex? Remember what I said about Ty meddling with the other people's business or with others? Oh. But they're like broken up, right? What is Ty trying to do? He wants them to talk. There's some bad blood between them. Ty wants them to find some closure. The last I checked, Diego didn't want closure. Exactly. And somehow, I doubt Kyrix does either. But that's not stopping Ty from trying. Jeez. Was that what you two fought about the other day? More that he was dragging me into it, trying to get me to convince Diego. I refused. I don't blame you, dude. Yeesh. Oh. Huh? They're getting up. True enough, Kyrix and Ty had stood up. It's weird and unexpected move. Ty held out his hand, and after a brief pause of uncertainty, Kyrix shook it. Kyrix said something, although I couldn't make out what. The same going for Ty's response before Kyrix made a beeline for the door, and Ty for the counter. Quick, act natural. Oh, hey Ty, how's it going? I didn't see you talking to anybody. Anyways. Adrian, I apologize for not being able to greet you in person. Thank you for coming in. I tell you, it will be the most wonderful when Diego can return to work. It has been difficult without him. Is Kyrix the reason you called me in? Yes, I do apologize. I was not expecting a visit from him today. Oh? Indeed. I felt that the two of us had already discussed what needed to be discussed. Imagine my surprise when he visited unannounced. It would seem he has grown to trust me. What did you two talk about exactly? Let me guess, confidential? Cannot get into detail, as you know, and I apologize for that. It would seem Kyrix had a few final concerns he wished to address. That being said, I have some wonderful news. What's that? Kyrix has agreed to meet with Diego. What? Seriously? Indeed, I'm surprised as you are. But you know Diego isn't on board, right? I know, and I will not press the issue, although I expect you will tell him that Kyrix has agreed. Of course I was going to tell Diego, but with Ty having asked, It felt as though I was playing right into his hands. I sighed. It's not as though I was working against Ty here. Telling Diego was exactly the right thing to do, and it worked for everyone involved. I still had an issue with it, though. Yeah, I'll tell him, but not for you. For him. Of course, as expected, no less. I would want Diego to know. However, what decision he makes is entirely his responsibility. For now, my part in this is over. I will not interfere. I appreciate that. I'll be letting him decide that on his own too. I hope you don't expect me to encourage him. Sorry. It's the middle of the night. Okay, not the middle of the night, but it's night. I do not. No. Good. There was clearly still some tension between Ty and me, although I did appreciate his decision to step back. Although I was still curious as to why Kyrix would agree. You're good at reading people, right? I like to think so, yes. Then, what do you think? Do you think Kyrix is being honest? Is this some sort of plot on his end, or do you think he genuinely wants closure? It would be unfair of me to say he made the decision alone. I did strongly encourage it. I would say this is more of a concern on his part than genuine desire. That being said, I have no reason to believe he's planning anything. He has given me his word that should the situation come to be, he would be civil and constructive. And I know from our conversations that he has been hurting too. He wants for answers as much like Diego must. He wants for answers much like Diego must do. I'm not sure if that's a typo. Only Kyrix has committed to seeking them. Kyrix doesn't seem the hurting type. Oh, let me just read that again. Okay. There is more to Kyrix than Diego's stories would have you believe. He, like Diego, like you and I, is a person replete with emotions, desires, and flaws. Replete? Sorry, is that a word? And I know this is a fancy boy. Filled or well supplied with something. Let me just check my face. Yeah, once more. There we go. Ish. He is by no means innocent, but can any of us claim to be? We've all made mistakes, after all. What matters is that he's wanting to put things right. Alright, I believe you. If I'm honest, I have had my own doubts. We spoke yesterday, and he was incredibly civil. Hell, he even opened up a little. So what you're saying sort of confirms what I've suspected. Problem is, Diego has his own perception of Kyrix, and I can't blame him either. Which is why I'm hoping that he will prevent Kyrix himself to alter that perception. I didn't know how to feel about any of this, nor did I know how Diego would react. I didn't necessarily trust Kyrix, but at the end of the day, that didn't matter. It was Diego's decision to make. I swear I can read. I'd tell him what I knew and support him how I could. What happened from there was out of my hands. Before I knew it, a short shift had come to an end. Ursula and I both finished at the same time. We had taken to counting the minutes as our finish time drew near. Yes, I love finishing during the daytime. Still got like half a day ahead. Got anything planned? No, not really. What's up? We could totally, like, hang if you wanted to. Sure, that sounds good. Oh, how about that cafe? The one Jay works at? Yeah, you said the food was totally awesome, right? I did say something like that. Let's check it out, my dude. I could use a bite to eat. Are you sure you're not just going for the flirty waiter? Why not both? Dragons are your type, huh? Alright, let's go. We both grabbed our things and got changed in the bar restrooms before departing in the direction of the cafe. I mean, I guess, a place like this would have decent restrooms. You'd think there'd be a change room or something. But with us entering a new area and past the 25-minute mark, I think it's a decent time to call it. Sometimes, I hit the scenes change exactly on that 30-minute mark. Other times it's a bit off. But it do be like that sometimes. Anyways, end of this. Let's play some comment, cause I like comments. Sometimes you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. Tired of woo. I have been doing Let's Plays today. It's like one quick look and... No. I was like, did I do 2 or 3 Let's Plays of this? I was like, oh wait, but we did 3 Shelter Let's Plays. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of visual novels and a cheat play. It do be like that. But yeah, end of this Let's Play. So, please comment, guys. I like comments, don't you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and likes it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos that we grow. And please remember to spay your animals to help control the population. And if you want to play this game, free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, Patreon, where you can get it for $5 a month or $54 a year. And until next time, let's say, me, GamerWolfSix of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. Then before I do it, gotta show you the thing. Nighttime sky. I just like that. It's also a nice nighttime sky. And also, chapter select. Because you got nothing for Lucas. Sorry, my dude. Nothing for Dom and Russell. I thought we got a little bit something, though maybe it was just day 5. And you got all these days of Ty and Diego. Hyena. Though again, unfortunately, well, I mean, it'd be hard to structure, but like, one day could be short, another day could be long. Guys, it do be like that. It does help kind of plan out things, Anyways, yeah. Until next time, thanks and see you.